Soul Not For Sale, as always. This is the Soul Not For Sale podcast. We're at episode 419. Right now, I'm about to show you a clip of Joe Rogan discussing something that the whole Democratic Party is acting like it's not happening. They just got their eyes covered. They got their ears covered. It's Joe Biden and his mental decline that is happening before our very eyes. The reason he is not participating in any debates, the reason he is falling down randomly at events, all of that. So what's going to happen in this episode is I'm going to show you the actual video that Joe and Duncan are going to watch. That way you're not watching something that's like super small and it's like half his head. Like, I don't want you guys to do that. So I'm going to show you the full video, full screen. Then what's going to happen is, as I'm showing you one clip, when that clip's done, I'm going to have to skip ahead. Skip. And then I'm going to show you the other half of the clip, because during this whole clip, there's a big blip where they just start talking about TV shows and Sopranos, and it's just not on topic with what I want to show you guys. So I just want to cut that part out. All right, so let's get into it. Before that, I have to show you the store. This is IamCoachColin.com. That store again is IamCoachColin.com. We got the Soul Not For Sale line of shirts. We got the anti-WEF line of shirts. And we have the newest edition, which is the Great Resist. You guys have heard of the Great Reset. Well, join the Great Resist instead. It's way better. No crickets, no earwigs, no worms, whatever the hell they want you to eat according to Agenda 2030. None of that stuff. And if you're someone who's purchased anything off of that site already, we thank you so much. That site again is IamCoachColin.com. If you go there and you're going to buy something, discount code IamCoachColin, all one word, all capitals, 1 L in the Colin. All right. So let's get into this clip, guys. Let's go.
When I was like watching that shit.
Well, he seemed a little, he was questioning things.
Yeah.
The way he would talk to people. Seemed like he was actually doing a little bit of journalism there.
Yeah.
Really trying to get to so many times, and you see people like, if you see the, did you ever see the Biden, Don Lemon conversation?
No.
It's bananas.
Can we?
Because it's Don Lemon trying, and first of all, Don Lemon is a fairly catty fellow, right? Like, it seems
very.
Like, it seems like if he didn't like that guy, if that was Donald Trump and he was talking that way, he would have jumped all over him.
Right.
But he's letting Joe Biden like ramble and just go off and forget what he's talking about. And did you get the vaccine? Yeah, it works. Yeah, and then I was telling people. Like, it's a wild, like, stream of consciousness, like Biden losing his place. Sometimes he loses his place.
Yeah.
He does it with Don Lemon. And Don Lemon is there just like a curator of a child that was just given some psychoactive drugs and they're bouncing off the walls. You just have to watch.
Dude, that probably gave him a fucking stomach ulcer. To have
watch
to, like,
this.
not.
Yeah, to not be able to call it out. But also, it's like, if this was anybody else. So if you're a journalist, are you a journalist? Like, are you a human being that is the mouthpiece of America, right? Are you a human being that is there observing some pretty strange behavior? And you'd want to, like, expand on that. Like, what are you saying? Like, why are you saying it that way? Like, what is happening to you?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Can you think clearly? If this was the opposition, see, this is the thing about having anchors that are so like, you're gonna have anchors that have opinions. Always, everybody has opinions, but to have an anchor that's so clearly, so rigidly one-sided. So watch this. Play this.
All right, here it is. So let me just switch over so you guys can see the actual video. Let me flip this here. There we go. And now I'm gonna hit play for you guys, and then we'll switch back over to Rogan.
You got the vaccination?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're. No, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people. If your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon or whatever, something, or, whether those aliens are here or not. Who are the people they talk to beyond the kids who love talking about it?
You know what? He's right. Who are the kids that you can talk to besides the ones that love talking about it? I agree. I've often felt like that. I've often wanted to talk about aliens and whatnot, and nobody wants to talk about it, But honestly, absolutely wild. Like if I told you that you were about to see a AI robot that's shorting out, and then I played that for you, and it wasn't him, it was someone else, just a regular faced person, and I showed you that, you'd be like, whoa, that robot's not working well, right? You'd be like, this is not working out at all. They need to fix this robot up.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're, no, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people. If your kid wanted to find out,
look at
whether
Duncan's
or not
face. Look at his face.
There's a man on the moon or whatever, something, or whether those aliens are here or not. Who are the people they talk to beyond the kids who love talking about it?
Talk to me, bitch. I got the answers. That guy sounds like us. He sounds like us after a couple of hits of laughing gas.
Dude, no.
Like Joey's weed?
No, man, that's elder abuse, man. That's like, that's kind of like when that's happening, you're going to go, okay, Dad, okay, okay, we're going to sleep.
Edibles. I'd like to think he's on edibles.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I like to think this whole thing is just so ridiculous to him. He can't believe his son has fucking dropped his laptop off at a fucking repair shop filled with all sorts of evidence of crimes and dick porn, feet porn, chaos.
Running amok. His kid is just going wild. Look at that.
Measuring coke.
It's fresh off the sea.
All right, let me just get to the next clip. But honestly, you look at Duncan's face. He's not even having fun. When he sees that clip, he's like, no, man. Like, he doesn't even want to laugh. Especially when he said the alien thing. He went like this. He went, are you serious? Did he just mention aliens? Joe Biden is actually the person to ask about aliens. Because of the state that he's in, if you're just like, hey man, are there aliens? Like if you get him alone in a room, he'll be like, oh yeah. I saw one. I did, and Barack showed him to me and we ate him. I don't know. Like we had to. It was part of a thing that we do, It was on a spigot, It was a barbecue. Okay, here's the next clip. I think I'm there. Yep. Perfect. Let's go.
Putin. How fucked up that feels, man. To every day, what a rotten fucking day you're having. I mean, this is the thing, man. It's like with Biden, with Putin, all these people, they're too old. Give them they need to, it's like they're sucked into something they can't get out of. They all have their various maladies. And somehow we're letting that happen. Like globally, we're letting people who are clearly not okay up here, who are clearly like, man, like if you saw, let's imagine you walk into a 7-Eleven and you see some old dude talking like Biden was talking to Don Lemon. If you didn't stop and say, hey, are you okay? Where are you? What's going on with you? You would be like an asshole. Like that's someone you help. Yeah. Not someone you like put into a fucking job that melts people half your age down. And like all the shit aside.
Melts people.
Yeah.
Melts people.
Where's the fucking compassion for this old man who needs to be like enjoying the last years of his.
He's the I'm having this discussion while I'm wearing wolf feet.
I didn't realize that. I am too. Oh, fuck.
But what are their options? That's the problem. What are their options? They have a vice president that seems like she's not the best at it. And then who is on the horizon? Like who's going to take that spot? Who's going to take that leadership position? Dude, who's there that makes sense?
The option is just start telling the truth.
Imagine they just started telling the truth. They were just like, listen, guys, we don't know what to do. Okay, this guy he can barely talk, and we're unsure of what we're gonna do. We wanna be honest, and we don't want the other side to win. So we're gonna put Biden in, and we're just gonna do like a little weekend at Bernie's type of thing, because we're not even sure if he's gonna make it through the second term, and we'll do whatever we have to win. So we're just trying to be honest with you guys, and if all else fails, we're gonna put Kamala in, and Obama's just gonna tell her what to do behind the scenes. Sorry guys, this is the best we got. I'm sorry. And the RFK is like standing beside them. They just push RFK off the stage, and that gentleman doesn't exist. That's how they would tell the truth. It would be wild. But it's funny that he says that, because that is actually RFK's stance. RFK is just like, he just wants to do what he saw his dad doing, which is just tell people the uncomfortable truths about what's going on in the world and what has to be done, and give people the chance to understand. Give people the chance to deal with it. Give people the chance to become okay hearing the truth. Get people used to hearing the truth again. That would be a big thing. People aren't used to hearing the truth from politicians. That's why when Trump came through, even though he would use like insults as truth, and like not even just insults, like comedy as truth, it was like people were at least like, okay, we're getting somewhere. Someone's breaking character for us. You know, it's really what the people deserve. And yeah, we'll see. Still rooting for RFK, but I mean, yeah, it has to be Trump. It has to be. If it's not Trump, then something not kosher happened. That's all I could say, really. You know, it just makes sense. Like, it seems like the whole world, and obviously I can't say the whole world, because there's a huge left-leaning side of people that will scream in the streets if he gets elected again. But it seems like people understand, young and old, black and white, understand that this election's serious, and you can't just be like, oh, I was at home, oh, I forgot. You can't do that this time. Or else you're getting more Biden, and it's gonna be crazy. I was on the Act Blue website, and I wanted to see if I could see the donations that are coming in to the Democratic Party, to Joe Biden. And it's a picture of him and Kamala, and it says, let's finish the job. And they underline finish in red. I was like, wow. Right away, all that red in my head was like, finish the job of like destroying America. Like, I don't know. It just seems so weird, because that's not what you want to do as president. You don't want to finish the job. You're like, let's build this place up so it can keep prospering. Like, that's what your motto should be. Keep prospering even after I'm gone. That should be every motto of a president, right? But not them. Let's finish the job. Crazy. And something that Joe said that was really funny about Kamala Harris, he's like, yeah, you know, you got a vice president that's not the best at it. Okay. Not the best at it. Like the worst at it. Like just terrible. Terrible at writing speeches. Terrible at doing the job. Definitely has done terrible things to black people. Like, if you think the 1994 crime bill was bad, you should look into Kamala Harris and what she's done to the black community, just in terms of jailing people and prosecuting. It's wild. Absolutely wild. But what do you guys think about Biden's decline? What do you think about that clip with Don Lemon? I think that's a little crazy. I think at that point, because everybody got to see that, it wasn't like, you know, it was in front of the world. It was in front of a very big crowd. If anybody there was his supporter, wouldn't that make them go, oh, okay. Like, I'm still a Democrat, I'm still liberal, but I can't vote for that guy. Like, I can't do that. You know? You would think. Like Duncan said, like when you have a very old father, mother, great-grandmother, that's how they act, you know, when they go a little off, when they get old. And you don't put more pressure on them, you put less pressure on them, you know? Like if someone who's doing that, if your grandfather was like that and someone was trying to put your grandfather into a position like that, you'd be like, hey man, leave my grandfather alone. What are you doing? No, leave him alone. Leave him alone. You'd want to fight the people who were trying to do that to him. It's funny. His wife, who is of sound mind, his son, daughter, none of them seem to be doing that. They seem to be all okay with what's going on, which tells me two things. Is that he's not under the pressure that, say, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, George Bush, Bill Clinton, he's not under that same pressure. And the other thing, which goes along with this, is that he's not the one making all the decisions, obviously. Because you wouldn't do that to your dad if you saw your dad like that. I don't know. But one thing I do know is there's no financial gain towards him being the president. That's not. There's no shenanigans going on. Just to let you know, there's no shenanigans happening. It's all on the up and up. They just think he's the best person. That's all. Oh man, give the video a like. It helps so much. I know you've been seeing it on the screen the whole time. It's been saying like and subscribe. I do that purposely. Please hit that like button. It helps us so much. Boosts us out of the shadow realm. And other than that, I am out. Episode 419.